welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about integration. Integration can look a bit confusing, but then it's just like the opposite of differentiation. It's not difficult, it's just for you to apply the methods here and you understand it. So in this video, I will show you tricks and simple ways for you to understand integration. Let's take it gradually. Question 1. Evaluate the integral of 5x raised to the power 4 minus 2x plus 7 dx. So let's just write out the question here. Integral of 5x raised to the power 4 minus 2x plus 7 dx. Just like my former video when I was talking about differentiation, I brought about a formula you can apply in order for you to remember derivatives easy and faster. That's the same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to bring out a formula. So this is a formula you can apply. For instance, we have integral of x n dx. Now, if we are going to find the integral of this, what do we mean? It simply means x n plus 1. Adding plus 1. Remember, in differentiation, we are subtracting 1. But now this is integration. We are adding 1. And that one we are adding, we are going to divide it. But if it was differentiation, we do multiply it, right? But now this is integration. We're going to divide it by the same power, n plus 1 plus c as your constant in integration. So having this formula in mind, you're going to integrate this gradually. So integral of 5x raised to the power 4. Having this formula in mind, this is what we are going to do. 5x 4 plus 1 divided by 4 plus 1 equals to 5x. 4 plus 1 is 5 divided by 5. This can cancel this, making it to be what equals to x raised to the power 5. We are not done. We integrate minus 2x. So integral of this, let's fix the minus sign outside. So integral of this is simply minus 2x. There's a power here which is 1. 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. This is equals to minus 2x raised to the power 2. 1 plus 1 is 2 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2. So this can cancel this. What do we have? Minus x raised to the power 2. Then now, what is the integral of a constant? In differentiation, we can say the derivative of a constant is 0, but integration is a different case. So the integral of a constant in integration is this. It's simply this. What we have is integral of 7. So what are you going to write? 7x. Therefore, the integral of 5x raised to the power 4 minus 2x plus 7x. Let's write it here. Therefore, the integral of this, remember, integral of 5x raised to the power 4, we had x 5. So integral of this is x raised to the power 5. What do we have here? Integral of minus 2x. We got it as minus x raised to the power 2. And what do we have here? 7x plus 7x. Please don't forget to put your constant because it's very important when integrating. So this is our final answer for question 1. Alright, now let's solve question 2. Question 2 says integrate 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. So this is what we are going to do. Question 2. Integral of 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Like I did in question 1, we integrate it gradually. So integral of 3x squared, using the same method and formula I just told you, we'll have 2 plus 1 divided by what? 2 plus 1. So what do we have here? 3x raised to the power of 3 over 3. So what do we have? We now have x raised to power 3. That's for this part. So let's move over to this part. Integral of minus 4x. So what do we have? Is minus 4. This is a power of 1 because if you multiply this, it still gives you x. So this is a power of 1. So we're going to add 1 to it. So what are we going to have? Minus 4x raised to power 2 divided by 2. This can cancel itself 1. This cancel 4 to give you 2. So what do we have? Minus 2x raised to power 2. That's 4 minus 4x. So now let's go back to the constant. Integral of 5 as a constant. So this is simply 5x, just like I said in question 1. So what is the integral of all this? Integral of 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. This is equals to x3, x raised to power 3 minus 2x squared plus 5x and plus c. Please don't forget this. So that's the final answer for question 2. Question 3 is looking a bit confusing, but then it's a very simple thing. We are seeing sine, we're seeing cosine here. So we are told to evaluate this integral. And we are trying to find the integral of sine x plus 3 cos x dx. This is very easy. First of all, let's write out the question. Sine x plus 3 cos x dx. I will always say it when integrating, always break it down so that you can understand it better. Remember, in the previous video when we were talking about differentiation, I said if you are differentiating sine x, you are going to have a positive cos x. That was at the beginning of this video. I said integration is just the opposite of differentiation. Now, in this one, when we are integrating sine x, what we are going to have is a negative cos x. So we're going to integrate sine x to give us negative what? Cos x. Now integrate these two again. That is 3 cos x. Remember, when we are talking about differentiation, if you are differentiating cos s, that's the previous video in differentiation, we said we'll have a negative sine x, that's minus sine x. But now, in integration, we are integrating cos s, we are going to have a positive sine x. So this is what we are going to have. It will be 3 sine x. So what do we mean by this integral? Integral of sine x plus 3 cos x dx. This simply means minus cos x plus 3 sine x. Don't forget to put your constant plus c. As simple as this. So this is all about question 3. Let's solve question 4. Find the integral of 2x divided by x squared plus 1. Don't worry, it's very easy, it's not difficult. This is what we are going to do. Integral of 2x divided by x squared plus 1 dx. First of all, let's take this denominator as u. Let u be equals to x squared plus 1. If we differentiate this in respect to x, that's du, is simply 2x. My previous video, I showed how to differentiate things like this, so it's very easy. You subtract 1 from this, 2 minus 1, you bring out the power, so what we still have is 2x. So that's it. Now looking at this, you could see that 2x is the same thing as the numerator of our expression. This implies that we can write this expression as this. We can take the numerator as the u, because we got this as the u, and take this as our u. So now how can we integrate this? This is simply lim u plus c. What do we mean by the integral of this? Remember, the u is 2x and our u was what? X squared plus 1. So using this same method, what we are going to have is ln. What is our u? X squared plus 1. So what's the answer? Ln x squared plus 1 plus c. Don't forget to put your constants because it's very important.